Peace, namaste, innumerable blessings. My name is Jeanette Jackson, Lancian of Soulful Industry, and welcome to the yoga practice suggestions for the Capricorn solar eclipse and new moon. And yes, occasionally do yoga and wearing socks. Anywho, on January 15th, there is a solar eclipse and a Capricorn new moon. So just to let you know, new moons are all about setting intentions. They're about setting off new adventures and deciding about what you want in life. This new moon and solar eclipse in specifically will challenge us around the structures, habitual structures that we rely on. It's a challenge to not necessarily reevaluate the structure, but change the structure and recreate it. For some of us, we will be in a space where we will be rebuilding structure that more serves an authentic expression. Others of us will be just waking up to the fact that the structures that we depend on in life actually don't serve us and enforce some habitual crutches and bullshit, for lack of a better term. So with that being said, you can apply this energy to your practice by looking at the structural alignments, the structural elements of your practice. Suggestion number one: Capricorn Capricorn in your body generally rules your bones. So when you're practicing, when you're teaching, when you're doing whatever it is you do on your little mat, be aware of your bones and how the structure of your body that the bones create shift your practice and change your practice. Meaning when you're performing certain asanas, be aware of how your bones change that asana for you. And I have to give a shout out to Paul Grilly, who really kind of, I saw this idea that he had on one of his DVDs, and I was just like, wow, that's deep. So what does that mean? That means if I'm doing something like Lolasana, see I have magical blocks here, and I find myself like pushing up and I'm mula bonding my ass off. I'm just trying to work it out, but like I can't get my butt up. For some people, it may be an issue of like just learning to lift up and finding the stomach muscles to pull up. For others, it may be an issue of like your arms are your arm just ain't long enough. Some people just have shorter arms than others, and that's just the way it is. Another example would be one of my favorite postures, headstand. If I'm gonna do like a tripod headstand, and I got my elbows down on the mat, and I'm fitting to like, just do the dang thing, it's easy for me to do this because I have strong, wide shoulders and a bull neck. And also I have enough, good Lord, losing my English. This part of my arm, which I could tell you about in French, but not in English right now, is long enough to support, my head being off of the floor. Other people might find that really challenging because this part of their arm is really short. Their shoulders may not be, their shoulders may not be naturally strong, which is also a muscular issue. But their neck also may not be in a way where they can find the top of their head easily and balance. So when you're practicing, be aware of the structure of your body. Be aware of your bones and how they shape your practice. That's suggestion number one. Suggestion number two is also be mindful of the structure of your practice. If you are Vinyasa E, or even Kundalini E, be aware that you're using elements and shaping your practice in a way that's assisting your evolution. Meaning if you're in a space where you're kind of just, you need to change, you need to shift your life, something's got to give, and energy's really supporting you doing that, practice lots of inversions. They will change. If you're finding yourself really anxious and frantic and you kind of just are like, you have a lot of energy, a pranayama practice and lots of twists will help you. Moving really slowly, although it will be painful, you can do it. It'll help you out. If you're finding you need introspection, you're searching for something, forward fold, for God's sakes. You're invoking more love and compassion. Open your heart. You're seeking strength. Focus on your core. Structure your practice in a way that it supports your evolution and your development, rather than just coming to your mat because you want a tight ass and you want your boobs to jump, or you just think it's a sexy thing to do. Also, for those who love mantras, the mantra for this this new moon in solar eclipse is Om Shri Shanishwaraya Swaha. I've written that down there, the pronunciation, and then like the Sanskrit that comes after it. That is Om and salutations to Saturn. Saturn, which rules Capricorn, which is the ruler of this new moon as well as the solar eclipse. So those are my 3 suggestions. Be mindful what your bones do and how they play a practice in your physical asana practice. Make sure that your structure is aligning with what your evolutionary needs are, and your mantra, Om Shri Shanishwaraya Swaha, for the Capricorn new moon solar eclipse. Solar eclipses are really powerful. This is a great time if you find something that needs to be shifted in who you think you are and how you express and interact with the world. This is the time to build a foundation for doing something new. So, till then, practice with a purpose, that purpose being evolution. Stay blessed.